We will start this evening with an invocation to the creator of this universe, from whom both the numbers and the infinite emerges, by lighting the very auspicious lamp. For the same, may I request the dignitaries to please join us forward. Shri JC Chaudhry ji, Mr. Amrish Saxena, Mr. Govind Ved Prakash Shandilia, Mr. Pradeep Singla, Ms. Ankita Singla, Ms. Pari Sagar, Mr. Mudigonda Gopi Krishna. I would request all the dignitaries to kindly come forward and light the lamp and illuminate our minds in the enigmatic world of numbers.
हाथ लिए गुड़ लड्डू साईं सुरवर को महिमा कहे न जाए लागत हो पद को जय देव जय देव जय जय जी गणराज विद्या सुखदाता धन्य तुम्हारो दर्शन मेरा मन रमता जय देव जय देव
May the deity bless us all with abundance of health, wealth, and prosperity.
महाराज मोको अति भावे मौसावी नंदन निशिदिन गुण गावे जय देव जय देव जय जय जी गणराज विद्या सुखदाता धन्य तुम्हारो दर्शन मेरा.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just lit the very auspicious lamp. May I request all the dignitaries to please come together over here. And pray to the Lord for blessing us all. May I now request Ms. Karishma Malhotra to please join us on the stage to felicitate the dignitaries. May I humbly request Dr. JC Chaudhry ji to please join us on the stage. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us here. And thank you so much for curating such a wonderful conference. May I now request Ms. Karishma to kindly felicitate Mr. Amrish Saxena. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us here today. Thank you so much for being part of INF. Requesting Ms. Karishma to kindly felicitate Ms. Ankita Singla. Thank you so much, Ms. Karishma. May I now humbly request Ms. Alisha Juneja to please join us on the stage. May I humbly request Numerologist Pari Kumar Sagar to please join us on the stage. Thank you so much, Ms. Pari, for giving us your time, for flying all the way from a different country to be with us here this evening. Everybody, please put your hands together for Ms. Pari Sagar. Requesting Ms. Alisha to kindly felicitate Numerologist Mr. Mudigonda Gopi Krishna. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us here today and for gracing this occasion with your humble presence. May I now request Ms. Rimple Sethi to kindly join us on the stage. Ma'am, may I now request you to kindly felicitate Mr. Govind Ved Prakash Shandilia. Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Ms. Rimple to kindly felicitate Mr. Pradeep Singla. Thank you. And thank you so much, Ms. Rimple. Well, INF is a byproduct of Dr. JC Chaudhry sir's dream and vision to have all the globally accomplished numerologists at one single platform to discuss, explore, and educate people about this ancient science of numerology. I would now like to take this opportunity to welcome all the globally accomplished numerologists who have joined us here today, out of which numerologist Miss Alison Rose and Miss Tamira from Australia and Miss Kathy Bernstein from United States of America have joined us virtually. Let's welcome them by putting our hands together. A hearty welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the heartiest welcome to Dr. JC Chaudhry, sir, on the stage.
My dear numerologist, my colleagues, all guests, this is one of the most auspicious occasions in my life to see the beginning of Numerology Forum. In fact, before I talk about the forum, I will talk about the human beings. God is wonderful by creating so many innumerous n number of creatures, all different from each other. No two are alike. And when a child is born, he is as pure as honey, no adulteration, no mixing of mind, and he is loved by everybody because it is a pure soul. Gradually, as he grows in the environment, dust and smoke start entering the mind and the person starts changing. We consider out of all the creations which are made by the God, perhaps God could not make better and beautiful than the human beings. They are the ultimate, most complicated and most beautiful thing which God could create it. Somebody asked God, can't you create a next creature better than a human being? He said, I don't have that much power. This was the power I have used everything to create the human beings. So we are the creation of the Almighty God, and therefore we should be always thankful, grateful to Him to provide us such a nice body, such a nice mind, so that we can enjoy our life very nicely. There are man-made things also, there are natural things also. Natural things are having long-lasting effects. Man-made things are only for a short duration of time. Knowledge of the man is very limited. Fraction of a mountain the knowledge has got. But the unfortunate part is, having only a fraction of the knowledge, we claim we are bigger than the mountains, we are bigger than anybody else. That is the tragedy of the human life. So in numerology, what I found is, in last 38 years' time, numbers are wonderful. I have seen it. I have seen them recurring in my whole life. I have calculated my own date of birth with the help of numbers. So I consider that everything in this life is number, and any problem in the life, whatsoever you may think, is solvable with the help of numbers. So they have a lot of power, lot of vibrations, lot of energy, like any other planet. And therefore, if somebody has a deep knowledge of the numbers, he can cure the human beings. He can do wonderful things in their life. So purpose of this forum is just to come together, discuss, come to some concrete conclusion to give something to the betterment of the life. So I feel if all the numerologists of the world sit together, discuss it, and if there is one single alphabet number throughout the world, so we can say it is universal numerology. The new name will come up, universal numerology, where alphabet number of all the alphabet will be same. So whatever calculation American will do, Indian will do, Australian will be same. So how nice it will be if the calculation of all of us same, because the number value is same. So this is my first point which I want to stress. Cannot be there any method by which we should sit together, do the research, and find out how we can come to a common conclusion. This is a question in this forum I am raising, and I want the people who are sitting over here and abroad, if they can throw some light on this point. Please. Anybody?
So when people ask me this question, what should I believe in, Pythagorean or Chaldean and all that?
Slightly louder, sir.
My submission is always don't get into comparing the systems, get into looking at whether it describes your current life accurately. If it yes, then you can obviously take the help and go ahead with the future part of the correction. And it works. Okay. So rather than creating a conflict or saying so-and-so is not correct, I am correct, what makes sense is use what your system, because end of the day, patient is interested in solving his problem, not really interested in knowing whether you are using Ayurvedic medicine or allopathic medicine or any other medicine.
Yes.
So our focus as numerologists should be in solving human problems, and that is where the life would work wonderful. This is how I look at life.
As you mentioned that there are certain alphabets which are quote a different value of number, like alphabets. So it's like 13 alphabets. We can also keep keen eye on the specific alphabets which are a different value. So whichever value suits to that alphabet, we can create a new table also. Accordingly, let's say you say B has got a different value in Chaldean or in the Pythagorean. It's the same I believe, but a different value. So we can keep the keen eye on the specific 13 alphabets, which is the exact value, which suits more to the person exactly.
That is a good idea. Whatever value has given by Pythagoras, in spite of that, we can also fill in some other number which suits the person more better. So it can be changed also, it can be created new number also. That is also possible. Only if we are making meticulously our records and the people's information, we can do definitely this thing also. Thanks a lot.
Well, our next presentation is by Ms. Alison Rose, who is joining us here all the way from Australia on the screen.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Dr. JC Chaudhry, and everybody who's organised the event. I think this is actually a really wonderful event to have put together. I really hope I'm going to be talking to a room full of numerologists, because otherwise you've got no idea what I'm talking about. But spreading the word on the benefits of numerology, I think this is a wonderful idea. I think this forum is the start of something that will continue to grow. So thank you again to Dr. Chaudhry for doing that. And look, thank you for having me.
I want to have one question from Alison, madam. Because those people I came across 22, they were very stubborn. They were not able to digest anything. Softness was lacking, which is part of the number 2. So I saw many such cases. So I started adding them together. Similarly, in 11 also we found the effect of 2, but sometime effect of 1 is also there, but 22 was absolutely not behaving like 2. It was behaving more like 4. How the behavior of 44 will be there?
I haven't come across any 44s, so I can't comment on the 44 energy.
It is hypothetical.
Hypothetical, I would say it would vibrate as if it's the life path number. So if it's the life path number, I would say from my experience it would vibrate at a 4, not an 8.
So why in 22 cases I have found they behave morely, 90% people behave like 4. They don't behave like 2. 11 to some extent cases can be there, but 22 is absolutely not visible when I see the things.
I agree if that's not the life path number. So all I'm talking is about my experience with life path numbers, for the master numbers.
That is what I say. What I say.
And
there is a more and more need of the depth knowledge between us. We should devote some more time to find one answer for everyone in the life. If it is one answer for every question, life will become very comfortable, very easy for everybody. So there is much thing to be done in numerology. It's a wonderful science. It can explain everything, but slightly it requires more attention and more research work in this case. That is why the forum is made, so that more and more people participate and contribute in the articles, whatever they are finding, and then they can be discussed also. Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for your great input. And thank you so much once again, Ms. Allison, for joining us here. With this, we are moving towards our next presentation, which is going to be by Ms. Tamira, who is joining us here all the way from Australia. She has 30 years of experience as a numerologist, and she provides private one-on-one consultations and is passionate about helping people to transform their lives, career, and relationships. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Ms. Tamira.
Thank you for having me, and I just want to share that was an amazing talk from Alison, very, very interesting, and I'm based in Sydney and I have travelled extensively through India as well. So as we are all numerologists, I thought it would be interesting to talk about we've got the slides here, about the day-to-day. So we are on the 18th of November. And can you just pull up this? We've got the slide there. Fantastic, yeah. So just a little bit of my background, by the way. I have been working for 30 years with astrology and numerology, featured in Vogue magazine. And I work globally. I have a lot of celebrity clients, and I have a lot of respect for the history of numerology in India. And if any of you have any questions right now or would like to share anything, I'm here for a few more minutes to answer and to collaborate with you. But for me personally, really grateful.
Thank you so much, Ms. Tamira. With this, we are moving towards our next presenter, which is Mr. Govind Prakash Ved Prakash Chandelier. In 1994, he came across a numerologist who made accurate predictions about him, leading him to study numerology. He has experience of 28 years and has discovered his unique GVS method, an extension of Pythagoras numerology of creating names for super success of individual in respective areas of life. He has read, studied, and researched numerology by reading 100 authors. He's a widely read numerologist expert in the Quora community with 838.85K content views as of July 15, 2022. So that is just amazing. And he is the author of several numerology books. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming on stage Mr. Govind Ved Prakash Chandelier.
So thank you very much, JC Chaudhry sir, for inviting me to speak here on this wonderful occasion. And all the numerologists present here, thank you very much. So before I start talking about my work, let me just say a few things about how I got into numerology. Okay. Before that, see, I was born on July 12th, 1960. And I was born in a family of a school teacher. We were 14 of us, and my father's salary was 300 rupees. So you can imagine the kind of poverty that I have seen as a child. And that was probably what created a burning desire in my mind to find a system or ways that I can help other people achieve their dreams and goals and become successful. So as you have been told, in 1994, I met a numerologist by chance, and whose predictions were absolutely accurate, and that gave me inspiration to learn numerology.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Govind, I think it's been a really insightful and a very unique way of looking at numbers, Because अभी तक हम सिर्फ लोशु ग्रिड के बारे में बात करते आ रहे थे, and the GVS method that you have just introduced is so unique, so different. And I am sure the more everybody will read about it, the more they will be able to relate with it. And on that note, may I please request Mr. Amrish Saxena to kindly join us here on the stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am just taking, although I follow the Pythagorean system, I believe in that. I feel that is the most comprehensive system. And like Mr. Chandeli, I am not that popular on, I came to know that he also exists, and I was also on that forum. And I was very proud to see that, because I also started in '94 reading this system. That's why I said it was an established. So we have gone through the similar kind of system. But there are various techniques that are available in the numerology or in Vedic astrology also. So the best is if either we take out the best features of all the systems and apply it in totality, and to see what results we are coming with different techniques. Rest the research, matter of research and the wide experiences of our senior numerologist over here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Saxena, for such a comprehensive presentation connecting numerology with Vedic astrology. Thank you so much for that. Well, next, everybody, we have coming up on stage Mr. Pradeep Singla. He developed a natural interest in numerology at a very young age, and he began practicing numerology professionally and has been helping people and corporates with the right solutions for the common problems related to health, wealth, job, relationship, and many more matters for 5 years now.
Thank you, Dr. JC Chaudhry, for inviting us on a common platform. We are very happy that there is something which is for the numerology. Till now, I have seen the very, a lot of events which are happening for the astrology events, and a lot of things are happening, but I'm attending the first event, I believe that is happening for the numerology, and that too at a global level. Thanks for taking this initiative and giving us the legacy to keep it continue. Thank you. Let me present my presentation. Sir has, I have got the mail to put some suggestions, so I have tried doing it. We can launch free consultation sessions for some of the people to create awareness about this brand and to help mankind also. I am absolutely available, sir, whenever I am required to guide people for the free consultation on numerology. I can ready to travel in Delhi also. I base in Jaipur, and I am ready to organize these kinds of events from Jaipur also. I am absolutely available to help mankind. And we are absolutely there to come up with the universal course on the numerology. I'm there with you. Whenever I'm required, I can be the part of it as a facilitator or as a trainer whenever it can be done. And that's all from my side. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pradeep, for sharing all your valuable insights with us. And thank you so much for sharing such valuable suggestions. On this, may I now present our next speaker on the stage, which is Ms. Ankita Singla.
I'm a numerologist and Vastu consultant. I work with my husband. I'm not a teacher till now, and I practiced last 3 years. Next one. I practiced Loshu grade in numerology. The planes already explained. The next one is PY number 156 give us a lot in our life, you want a house, foreign travels, or settle in foreign, marriage, most that you want in life. Give us a desired results, 156, and the 29 gives us neutral, not a negative. And the 37 more focus on learning and spirituality give us in life. And the 48 give us pay us for hard work.
And thank you so much, Ms. Ankita, for such a wonderful presentation. With this, we are moving on towards our next speaker, which is Mr. Abhinandan Kumar. Well, Mr. Abhinandan was struggling with career and finances in his life, and using his own knowledge, he transformed his life. Now, for the past 10 years, he is on a mission to coach people about numerology and help them make effective use of this science in their life. He has helped about hundreds of people change their living conditions through numerology, and he teaches numerology to others through foundation and professional courses. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Abhi Kumar on the stage.
Good evening, everybody. I have started practicing numerology for the last 10 years. I started learning in year 2011 when I moved back to India after completing my MBA. And I have attended a lot of courses and always found that there was a kind of, difference in each and every course that we have attended. Maybe if we are attending the same Chinese numerology course, so to each mentor that we'll see some kind of difference in their teachings, methodology, as well as some kind of rules as well. I am a founder of a company which is called Divine Gyan, and 3 years back, I changed my name. It was changed by one of the most prominent numerologists of our country, and they gave me a name of Abhi Kumar. And I believe I've seen a lot of changes after changing my name. Personally, I've changed the name of a lot of people personally, and I have the scientific data and their experiences shared by them. It definitely works, but there are still gaps in this science. We need to understand, we need to do more research and produce and take it on the world level. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing all your thoughts with us. And with this, we have a very special speaker joining us on the stage. She has joined us all the way from Dubai, Ms. Pari Sagar. She has always had a natural curiosity to learn numerology as a child. She rediscovered the subject in 2010 and wanted to study it deeply to guide herself and others around her. She has over 12 years of experience, and she practices and teaches numerology under her company, Heal to Empower. She is the author of the book titled Numerology, Self-Discovery Through Numbers, published in the year 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming none other than Miss Pari Sagar on the stage.
Good evening, one and all. I'm honored to speak today at the International Numerology Forum. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to share my contribution in the field of numerology with my fellow experts and dignitaries. There is a saying, if you want to find the secret of universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. This quote is by Nikola Tesla, an inventor who created the mechanics of us using electricity today. Just like Nikola Tesla stated, we need to understand the vibration of the universe. As I'm here for the very first time, I would like to introduce myself. By profession, I'm an artist, numerologist, and therapist. My father was an astrologer himself. He helped me to discover my passion. He inspired me to paint and encouraged me to read books and helped me to make books as my best friend. When I was young, during my 10th grade maths exam, my friend by mistake took away my notes during school. So when I realized that when I went home and I saw that I don't have my book, I was nervous. And my father told me that if you can't find the solution, you have to do research. So you have to learn to research to find your answers. This advice is still imprinted on my mind. How many of you get excited when it is almost your birthday and you want to celebrate? There it is, today's date, 18th November, and happy birthday, JC Chaudhry. I know that when you are born, it's your blueprint, and you want to discover. The adventure you have in your life is to fulfill your purpose. Numbers are mysterious and miraculous, language of the universe. All numbers are important and play a vital role. Okay. And I would like to end my speech by thanking JC Chaudhry for giving me this privilege to speak in front of my fellow peer and sharing my story. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your story, your experience with all of us. With this, everybody, our next presenter is from USA, Miss Kathy Bernstein. And she has studied, taught, and written about numerology for 45 years, integrating her knowledge of the Kabbalah and the Kabbalah tree of life. She recalls an incident from 2019 that changed her life as a numerologist. She saw a holographic nature of numbers, each one-digit number, from 0 to 8, and their holographic interconnected nature. Her understanding of this event is unfolding in incremental pieces that is beyond her imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us virtually is Miss Kathy Bernstein from USA.
This talk is about the holographic nature of number 9. The number 9 does something no other number does as a number. And 9 does this as a number. Most numbers don't tell you what they are as a number in math. 9 does. 9 reflects and receives what's here as it is. 9 plus 1 equals 10. Reduce 10 to one digit, 1 and 0, 1. 9 plus 2 is 11. Reduce 11 to one digit, 1 and 1 are 2, and so on. 9's nature is to completely reflect what's here as a mirror does. No other number does that. So what is happening here? When 9 is added to the number 1, a change takes place. It becomes 10, sorry. Yet when you reduce 10 to one digit, 1 and 0, 1, 1's initial nature remains the same. It's still a 1. Remember, 9 reflects what's here as it is. I often thought of Jesus and Buddha, and they didn't have to know Kabbalah healing or Reiki or any other kind of healing because just their presence was a healing. That's what 9 is. 9 is open, receives, and reflects what's here as it is. So why does that happen? In this drawing on the number 9, under it I say 9 is the summation of all numbers. 9 is the number 0 through 8. Therefore, it does not need what's here to be different. It reflects what's here as it is, and a change takes place. 9 receives and reflects what's here as it is, for 9 is the longing of creation to manifest and express itself. In the numerology book, Romance in Your Name, author Juno Jordan, she alludes to this in that book on page 63, The Cosmic Pattern of 9. Next slide, please. This is the Kabbalah tree of life, and traditionally it is numbered 1 through 10. Life isn't a linear, life wasn't created in a linear way. It was created holographically. And I'm beginning my adventure to understand the holographic nature of each number. And bless you all, and I'm so grateful to hear all your different views of how you see numbers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Bernstein, for this very enriching presentation, and we wish you all the luck for your new book. All right, so with this, regarding the next 2 presentations, we will have that post-tea break. And now we are moving towards for the much-awaited moment of the day. We are about to inaugurate the website of International Numerology Forum. May I humbly request Dr. JC Chaudhry, sir, to kindly do the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, we are presenting our official website. We are live now at internationalnumerologyforum.com. You may explore this link for all the new updates and all the information. Wow. I think this is a very comprehensive website containing each and every aspect on numerology. With this, we are about to launch the INF brochure. For the same, I would request all the distinguished numerologists to kindly join us up on the stage. May I humbly request Dr. JC Chaudhry, sir, to please join us over here. Okay, can we just keep the light static? Yeah, perfect. All right. With this, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the official brochure of International Numerology Forum. For enriching our lives for more than 3 decades with your knowledge of numerology. And once again, happiest birthday to you. Thank you so much, sir. May I request you to kindly stay back on the stage for a little longer. I would request Dr. JC Chaudhry, sir, to kindly felicitate Mr. Amrish Saxena. So what an enriching experience for all of us listening to your experience on numerology. Wow. Can we please put your hands together, everybody, for Mr. Amrish Saxena. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the man who introduced us to the GVS method, please join me in welcoming on the stage Mr. Govind Ved Prakash Shantilia for joining us here today and sharing all your unique insights on numerology. अभी तक हम लोगों ने लोशु ग्रिड के बारे में सुना था, but I think this was for the first time we got to know about the GVS method, something new and different. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your perspective on the same here. Thank you so much, sir, once again, for being with us here today. Next, everybody, please join me in welcoming, with a loud round of applause, Mr. Mudi Gonda Gopi Krishna. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing this occasion. We are really looking forward to hear from you in the next session. So much, sir. May I now request Mr. Abhinandan Kumar to please join us on the stage. Thank you so much, Mr. Abhinandan. And guys, I think we all should put our hands together for Mr. Abhinandan Kumar. And sir, I would like to take this opportunity to not call you Abhinandan now because the name which changed your life is Abhi. Everybody, please give it up for Mr. Abhi Kumar. Thank you so much for teaching us the power of name numerology. Next, everybody, joining us up on stage is Mr. Pradeep Singla. Please give a big, big hand for Mr. Pradeep Singla. Thank you so much, Mr. Pradeep, for being with us here today, sharing all your suggestions to move ahead with INF as a team, as a one big family of all the numerologists who have joined us here. Thank you. Next, everybody, please join me in welcoming Miss Ankita Singla on the stage. Come on. Please show me some good lunch energies, yeah? Yeah, please put your hands together. Miss Ankita Singla. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us your time and for being with us here today. Next, everybody, please join me in welcoming Miss Deepa Bajaj. Can we hear some cheer for Miss Deepa Bajaj? Yes, make some noise for her. Hi, ma'am. A very warm welcome to you. Everybody, come on, let's give a big, big hand for Miss Deepa Bajaj. And Miss Deepa, we missed your session in the first half, but we are really looking forward to hear you in the next session. Thank you so much once again for joining us. And everyone, please give a big, big hand for Miss Pari Sagar, who has joined us here all the way from Dubai and has shared such unique insights. May I request Miss Pari to please join us up on the stage. Everybody, please make some noise for Miss Pari Sagar. And Dr. Chaudhry, Miss Pari, I think this is such a wonderful occasion. And it's Chaudhry sir's birthday. And sir, Miss Pari has a very special gift for you. She wants to present you with her book, Self-Discovery Through Numbers. So, thank you so much, ma'am, for this very thoughtful gift that you have brought for Dr. JC Chaudhry, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. And next we have joining us on the screen, Miss Alison Rose. Miss Alison, can we please connect Miss Alison on the screen? Definitely, we're going to send this out to you. It's going to reach you very, very soon. And thank you so much for sharing all your insights with us today. And thank you. Now, joining us virtually is Miss Kathy Bernstein. Can we please connect Miss Kathy on the screen? Can we please have it here? Yeah. Thank you so much, Miss Kathy, for sharing your knowledge, your experience with us today. And we have a special memento, a special souvenir for you. We're going to make sure that this reaches to you at your home. And thank you so much once again for giving us your time today. Everybody, please make some noise for Miss Kathy Bernstein. Next, everybody, joining us virtually is Miss Tamira. And since we could not connect her here, so we are anyway just going to show it to the camera. And Miss Tamira, if you are going to listen to this video later, well, this memento will reach out to you. Everybody, please make some noise for Miss Tamira. Thank you so much once again for giving us your time today. And thank you so much, sir, for doing the honors of presenting the mementos. Thank you so much. I would request you to kindly have a seat. With this, moving on to the next part, we have a cake cutting ceremony marking the first anniversary of International Numerology Day. Incredible occasion. What a fabulous moment we are having here. All the highly accomplished numerologists from across the world have joined us today for this occasion. I think this tells us that the future of this ancient science of numerology is extremely bright, as we all have come together as one unit, as one united family. May I now request everyone to kindly look at the cameras. Please look at the cameras and take some pictures right over there. I think it's been a wonderful day. We've had some wonderful speakers, wonderful numerologists joining us here today at INF. First meet with all the numerologists. And this,
My dear all numerologists, my relatives, family, friends, this has been the first of its experience to conduct International Numerology Forum on my birthday, incidentally. And I am very, very thankful and grateful for everybody to spare their valuable time, come here and motivate me, encourage me to do further with this job. Because the fruits of this, I am telling you, going to be very, very rich. If we could improve a little bit, fraction of the life of the people in this world, that is worth doing this hard work. And we will work together with open-mindedness, with a lot of sharing and caring. We have to think always positive because our goal is same. And the goal is humanity, nothing more than this. How can the people can be happy? If the people are happy, country will also be happy. So we will put our all efforts, and I hope that whenever I need your support at any time, you will not hesitate to extend the support. And I am very grateful to all of you once again. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks a lot.
thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for your very kind words. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we come to an end of the first part of this wonderful evening. I would like to express my gratitude and a special thanks to Dr. JC Chaudhry, sir, and all the eminent numerologists who have joined us here this evening. May I now request Mr. Akash Chaudhry to please join us on the stage. Let's give a very warm welcome to him, everybody. Please put your hands together. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us here this evening. May I now humbly invite Srimati Kamla Chaudhry ji to please join us on the stage. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am. Looking lovely as always. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us here this evening. May I now invite Mr. J.D. Chaudhry ji on the stage. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing this occasion. Thank you so much, sir. With this, we will be resuming with our further presentations. Well, our next presentation is by Bharat Bhushan Gopi Krishna. He has 27 years of experience and has been awarded with Guinness World of Book Records from London. He has continuously made numerology predictions for 12 hours non-stop. He has conducted a seminar for astrologers and numerologists in 2022 under the heading Astro Miracle 2022. He has also submitted research papers on the subject marriages, for which he received Bharat Bhushan Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Mudigonda Gopi Krishna.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is usually I used to say, today I can't say that. I can say numerology lovers all over India. I can also say all numerology family members. So I have one suggestion, INF, International Numerology Forum. For me today, it seems that International Numerology family, isn't it? I feel that whenever I attend any seminar in Hyderabad, any seminar or any private when they attend as a guest, I feel as my first duty to describe about the banner. Whatever the banner is there, banner and the man behind. Just one word I will describe, and then I used to start my crochet. And today, one by one, INF 158, I follow always child in system. That's the only point. I came home from Hyderabad to, Delhi, when the sir said I'm following child in system. So Karthikeyan, only one word added. Numerology, Karashmaltani, Karthikeyan. What is your name? Karthikeyan. Used to say, wait a minute, say Karthikeyan. Destiny was 7, name number coming 6 and 7, anti. One word added, Karthikeyan, KWA. Legally he changed. Now he's in Delhi only. The retired CBI, everybody knows it. Rajiv Gandhi assistant kainu kiya tha, city officer, director, so many having posts also. So he was my client. So with one correction, I can give one example also practically. So this is my research. Thank you all. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gopi Krishna, for such a wonderful presentation. With this, I would request our next presenter to kindly join us on the stage. Next, we have coming up Miss Deepa Bajaj. Well, since her childhood, she was fascinated with numerology, and she has a firm belief that fortunes and life conditions do change if there is a proper guidance and remedies provided as per the problems. To pursue her childhood passion, which was always numerology, she quit her well-paid job. She has spent 9 years in this field and have trained more than 9,000 students and has helped large number of people overcome their personal and professional problems through personal consultations. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming on stage Miss Deepa Bajaj.
Thank you, Mr. Chaudhry, for this opportunity. So I am having a rich and practical experience of around 15 years, slide please, in the Indian financial markets. First of all, I have been into Indian financial markets since a very long time. And since childhood, I was very much fascinated about numerology because I had seen my father taking keen interest in subjects like numerology and astrology. So since childhood, it was my passion to pursue numerology. So basically, I met various gurus and I started practicing this, and I got an opportunity to learn it from someone known in my family. And I did take a bigger challenge in my life by quitting my job and professional job, which was giving me a very bright future. But just to practice numerology, I left my job. So I am a firm believer in the magic of numbers, and as you all, we cannot change the date of birth, but we can definitely make a cosmetic change in our name by balancing our name so that we can do much better in our lives. International Numerology Day, which has been frozen by Dr. Chaudhry, can be celebrated by awarding and encouraging performing and budding community members. This will give valuable leverage to both and help in development of the science of numerology. Yes, quite a number of initiates can be taken, and we need to explore it in a minute details under the guidance of INF and INN, because there is never an end to the learning, but every day can be a new beginning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Deepa, for sharing your story with us. And as we all know that Today marks his 72nd birth anniversary. So for the same, we have a small cake cutting ceremony right over here. May I request my team to kindly set the floor with the cake?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Please, everybody, come a little forward. Let's celebrate this together.
To you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Let's mark the 72nd birth anniversary of Shri JC Chaudhry sir. Congratulations and celebrations. Can we have the birthday music, please?
With this, may I please invite on stage Dr. Ashish Chaudhry sir, Managing Director of Akash Healthcare Private Limited, to kindly say a few words of gratitude.
Thank you so much, and what a day, what a celebration. And I still remember during our COVID times, most of the people were scared, sitting indoors, and praying not to contract the deadly disease. But all those 2.5 years, while as a healthcare professional we were struggling hard to keep everybody alive and ticking, my father, Mr. JC Chaudhry, he was sitting at home, obviously, equally concerned about the pandemic and more concerned about spread of the disease to the other family members. That's the worst anybody could, feel at that time. And all those 2.5 years, he utilized each and every day of the COVID, where people were, running from pillar to post. Although we were managing, we were trying to keep good distance, but he was busy writing so many books. He was busy brushing up all the numerology lectures, knowledge, and I used to tell that I'm going to launch this as a formal thing. I'm going to spread the education to far corners of not only India, but on a global platform. And now you see today, it's already the first anniversary. Last year we celebrated the launch of this forum. And he's the man who never rests. One project is over. This is the second innings. And I wish him all the best. And a lot of learnings have happened, and a lot of more students. Another chain of students is going to create, and that again is going to run in millions in next few years. Thank you.
Thanks. May I please request Mr. Akash Chaudhry sir, Managing Director of Akash Educational Services, to kindly join us on the stage.
A very good evening. Thank you, everyone. First of all, wishing a very, very happy birthday to Papa on his 72nd celebration. I think today is a very, very important day because it sees an anniversary of an initiative that he started. And Ashish, as he mentioned, that during the whole COVID time, people were busy, saving some souls. And he was busy writing books and creating this grand plan around numerology. And I also want to thank all the numerologists who've come from all across the country and in fact other parts of the world to believe in his vision. In fact, what he started is so very important Because, as they say that everything is a philosophy till it's proven. Once it's proven, it becomes science. And anything can be proven as science if there is a lot of research in it. And as we all know that the science of astrology has been undergoing a lot of research in this country and outside this country, but this science has been missing out on the research. By putting this forum together, I think it's a great start to of this fraternity to start doing research on numerology. And I want to quote, there is a very famous book writer who's written a book on power of infinite, Mr. Stephen Stroggers. What he says is that if God had a language, then language would be called calculus. So that is the importance of numbers. So anything that we see around us, there is always a number behind it, be it a name, be it a room, be it a ocean, liters, cubic, room, space, everything can be converted into numbers. So if you understand numbers and you understand the power behind numbers, I think you can change the world. And I think that is what, this science holds as a secret inside it. A science that started in China, in Egypt, in Greece, has seeped into the Indian folklore also. And I'm very, very hopeful that by putting this international day together, putting the fraternity together, as somebody mentioned, it's not a forum only, it's also a family. And more people join, more brains come together, I'm sure they will, discover a lot of new things in numerology. So I want to wish him all the best in this initiative. And thank you to all numerologists from across the country who've come. We really enjoyed a lot of thoughtful discussion that we had in the evening, right from 5 o'clock. And thank you to all friends and family members who've taken out time today to come and celebrate with us, leaving you all with this great hope that this science will continue to progress, and it will bring the right kind of knowledge, the right kind of light, and right kind of messaging for all the people around us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for all your words. Well, with this, ladies and gentlemen, we come to an end of this beautiful evening. I would like to sincerely express my gratitude and thanks to Shri JC Chaudhry, sir, Mr. Ashish Chaudhry, Mr. Akash Chaudhry, Kamla ma'am, and all the eminent numerologists, my friends and colleagues. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening. And thank you so much for all your cooperation and your presence. With this, we will break from here for dinner. Please do have the dinner, which is being served outside. A very scrumptious meal is waiting for you. Thank you so much once again for joining us here.